Hey YouTube, it's your girl Dr. J, and I have been seeing everyone do their hauls. I am so excited on this for the summer of science, as well as what so many people are going to be doing for science this year. Little homeschool mama, you guys' STEAM lab looks amazing. Mahogany homemaker, my 3 C's of joy. You guys' hauls that you've been getting for science is just spectacular. So I wanted to go ahead and start doing some of my science hauls videos. You guys know that we just have so much stuff for science and engineering that I didn't want to put it all in one video. So this video is just going to be on the stuff that I got from Steve Spangler. I love Steve Spangler's site, especially for kits. A lot of the kits that the kids can do themselves. A lot of times I need to occupy the twins, especially when I'm working with my older son, and so this really Steve Spangler stuff is great. So I'm going to go through some of the stuff that I ordered from Steve Spangler, and I actually had just shot this video a few minutes ago, and I realized that I think I'm missing a box. It's somewhere, and I'm tearing my schoolroom apart. You guys will see in my homeschool room tour that I'm making a lot of changes in the schoolroom. I'm changing things around, expanding some spaces, so it's a mess. So this is one of my Steve Spangler boxes here, and I'm going to show you guys what I found in those things. So first, this is Insta Worm. It says refill supplies, but basically he has this really good science experiment that kids can do where you kind of make these little worms with glue. It's basically like borax and stuff like that, but it's all set out for you. It usually comes in these little vials, but my kids love this, the twins especially, and this is something that I can let the twins do all on their own, and they can play with these. It keeps them occupied for hours, and I can be working with my oldest son, or if I need to do some work or get some laundry or something done, I can get them started on this. So that's something we're going to do. I needed to replace some of my bottles. We do tornado tubes and other sort of things, so these liter bottles are great. I love that they have a yellow top because we know that these are for science only, so nobody can go and put, you know, some lemonade in it or stuff like that. So these are great. I love these, love using these, and I needed to refill those because my old bottles, they were looking ridiculous, and I was afraid that they might start leaking because I really love doing stuff with these bottles. So I got, I think, 6 of these. These film canister, the flying film canister activity, and it's basically where you use the Alka-Seltzer tablets and you use it with the little film canisters. I had gotten some film canisters from like a thrift shop a long time ago, and I think we pretty much had used them and lost them and all that other kind of stuff. So I ended up buying a kit, and it has safety goggles in it. So we have those. And flying film canister is something that kids just love. You make little rockets or whatever. And so I got some extra of what they call the fizzy tablets. Basically, these are just like Alka-Seltzer tablets, but it was like hard for me to find Alka-Seltzer tablets, and these were actually cheaper. The reason was because when I bought all this stuff, Steve Spangler was having a 25% off sale on their site. And so y'all know I went hog wild crazy buying stuff. This one is a water wizardry kit, and this is basically where you're going to be using polymers, and you make polymer spikes, clear spheres, and water cubes. And we have color tablets so they can make them colored and stuff. And so this is a really fun kit. Again, it's something that even the twins can do themselves without a whole lot of supervision. I also love the kits because it has everything in it. It has the liter bottle, it has the styrofoam cups and plastic cups, and everything you need for the polymer. So this is really, grab this off the shelf and we are ready to go. Another thing, I got some graduated cylinders from the site. These are actually plastic, and I have these for when my kids work on their own without supervision. So I know I'm encouraging people to get glass. Glass is absolutely necessary, especially for higher level science and when you don't want things to leach. And we do have glass, and when I show you guys our science, some more of our science stuff, I'll show you the glass that we have and we use. But you guys have to remember that my kids, the twins are only 6 years old, and a lot of times they like to do things independently. And so I have to have some plastic on hand. So these are just different size graduated cylinders. And they, range in various sizes. It's 7 in the set, so they can keep good measurements and stuff with those. And that's for when we play science, not for when we are really serious about science. So that's when we're doing science play. This Geyser set, everybody knows how you do the Geyser. Well, everybody may not know, but I'm sure we're going to be doing it this summer science. My kids really love doing the Geyser, where you basically take diet soda and then you add Mentos into it, and it squirts out in the air and makes a big mess. But what this does is it actually lets you do a little bit more. They're supposed to get up to... says you can launch up to 14 geysers with a single roll of Mentos, and you're supposed to be able to get up to 25 feet with this set, and that's because you have the different nozzles. So this is just going to be taking that geyser experiment to another level, because you have a timed release in here, and then you have the various different nozzles that go on it. So this is just going to be upping the ante for us when it comes to the geyser experiment, because we've done it quite a bit with just plopping them in water in the bottle of diet soda and running away. So this one we're going to try to see if we can really get up to 25 feet. We're going to do some stuff with my husband's camera where we try to do the measurements like we're Mythbusters and stuff like that. So we're going to be doing that. This is a set that I got. This is a Hydro Deluxe building set, and I actually got this one because I read the reviews on Steve Spangler's site and Amazon, and I actually bought it because it had a lot of negative reviews, and let me tell you why. And that's because a lot of the negative reviews that people said was that it's too hard for kids. It's very hard to get it to work well, and that's what I wanted. I want my kids to start to struggle a little bit, and also it combines two things that are our passions in our home, and that is science and engineering. And basically, it talks about learn to balance the water flow through the tanks by opening and closing valves. And so with this kit, it comes with electronic pump, 12 volt AC, a siphon tank, large square tank, small and large round and cone bottom tanks, float valve, tilt scale, ball flow meter, water wheel, spray head, assorted valves, pipe holders, and pipe. And basically you have to mock up your design. You're going to have to cut pipe. You can also get additional pipe from Home Depot, but you have to, or Lowe's, you have to cut the pipe. You're going to have to do a lot of testing, a lot of experimenting in order for it to work, and that is what I love. I like the sets where I like the little kits where you can't do anything wrong when my kids are working independently and they're just playing around, or wasting time or whatever. But we also needed to make sure that we started to work a little bit on some higher level stuff, and we aren't going to be working just in silos where we're only doing science or only doing engineering, and this really combines those areas really well. It's also good because my oldest, he's really been into alternative energy, doing a lot with solar, so this is going to also let him start to work with some hydro stuff. And my youngest son, Salamander, he is going to be able to do, so he is my green child. He's all about recycling and saving the earth and all of that stuff. So this is going to be great for him too. So again, this is not is supposed to not be a kit if you get frustrated easy or if you don't want your kids to struggle. But I want them to struggle. This is a Thames and Cosmos kit. You guys know I really like Thames and Cosmos. This is climate and weather kit, and again, this is for my solar scientist and my green child. This is a little bit higher level. You're supposed to talk about discovering our planet's climate system and investigating wind and ocean currents and that sort of stuff. And I also have wind power Thames and Cosmos kit, and this one has 8 experiments with electricity generating turbines. And you're supposed to be able to make a long mill, windmill with long blades, a windmill with short blades, a glider, jet car, tractor, race car, sail car, and tricycle. And so we're going to be able to have some fun with this kit as well. And like I told you guys, I don't know where my other box is, so I got some more stuff from the site, but it's kind of more of the more simple things that my kids will be doing just for their own exploration and play, and not really more of the serious like homeschooly type stuff. I showed you guys really the homeschooly type stuff that we'll be doing, but they'll just be doing lots of other, like I know we got like some solar balloons and that sort of stuff, but that's really for fun and just getting their hands into science as much as possible. So that's my Steve Spangler haul. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And over the next few weeks, I'll be doing some, taking you guys through all of the science stuff that I have. But we really upped the amount of science stuff that we have this year, to the point where I'm using like 30 different rooms, including an external room for our science and maker lab and all that kind of stuff. So I'll be showing you guys that stuff as we go along. But this is Dr. J, and this is my Steve Spangler haul, and we're out. Bye bye.